Hello everybody, Ken here, back for more Hearthstone, Tavern Brawl. Dive back in, didn't have too much luck last time. This is a real interesting one, so if you still haven't seen it, where have you been? But every minion when it dies has the kind of piloted effect, so it will drop a minion of 2 mana less. And we're going to play with the Hunter. See how that goes. I think it could be an interesting one. Okay, so off the bat, I'm going to put the kind of stalwart of this format, which is Undertaker, because everything you play from your hand has Deathrattle. So straight away, that's real good. I put that in without even thinking. Okay. Now, stuff like the Timberwolf and the Web Spinner, they have potential because it's Hunter, but they don't do kind of enough. Explosive Trap could be really good because it could deal with all the little guys. Freezing Trap, potentially interesting. Steam Weedle could be quite good for that, but you know, how likely is it to stay alive? We definitely want, I think multi-shot could be quite good here to clear out the board. Animal Companion. I think they're worth 3 when they come out, but I'm not actually sure. Savannah Highmane. Fantastic because of the Deathrattle. I don't know how Starving Beast would work. How does Knife Juggler read? After you summon a minion, so theoretically it would pop on things that died as well. So that's a potential, but you know, obviously, are you going to get a beast out? No guarantee of that. Maybe the Knife Juggler's worth having. I think Iron Beak Owl is worth having. And then, what other good sort of stalwarts did we have? We had the... Where are you? Harvest Golem. Nice, good sense one. Flesh-eating Ghoul could be quite good, because a lot of stuff is going to die a lot of the time. Raid Leader would actually not be terrible, just because of, again, the stickiness on the board. Okay. I think we're going to put Baron Rivendare in. I think there's a ton of potential out of Baron Rivendare if you get him to trigger, because you get 2 creatures per. Still like Defender of Argus a lot. Piloted Shredder. Want 2 Spellbreakers. Yugon, Loatheb, Stalag. Maybe the Sludge Belcher. Maybe the Kodo, actually, because the Kodo can deal with the smaller guys. Sludge Belcher, Dorisan. Quite a fast deck by kind of comparison. We'll run it and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, last time we kind of got one wombo combo with the Druid deck, and then the other games were touch and go. So let's see how things go here. Our opponent, Hadaway.
You asked for it.
Not quite spelt like the Hadaway we know and love. But what is love? I've got an Undertaker and a Harvest Golem for you. With a coin, I'ma play it on turn 1, then 2. Greetings, hello. Hi, Hadaway. I can't even remember. I think Hadaway is the musical sensation is Haddaway, but I could be mistaken about that too. Okay, Snow Chugger? Huh. Look at this potential here. Actually, I wonder if Animal Companion even works. Maybe it doesn't give you the Deathrattle. The thing was, we could play Knife Juggler here. I actually don't necessarily think it's as good. Just purely because it dies to the Snow Chugger if the mage wants to finish it off. It's a little bit easier to kill.
Bring out your dead.
I'm going to be aggressive and force them into controlling the board. Obviously it's a mage, so the risk there is Flame Strike. Risk with a mage is always Flame Strike. It's almost going to be worth hanging on to Loatheb for us because of that. This is where I think Explosive Trap would fit nicely into this deck if we're going to be aggressive with it. It deals with all these little tiny minions. See, I'm not convinced that there's enough benefit to us to trade in because they're just going to get creatures out of it. And we're not. So, you know, if we trade in here, we don't clear their board. So I don't think it's actually worth trading in. Okay. Well, that went okay. Let's have a think. We got the Kodo. Always nice. We just Kodo and see what happens. I mean, it's going to kill something and then the thing will come back. Which is not ideal, but the alternative is to Animal Companion. I'm interested to see if this works or if it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Do-do-do-do. Ooh. Warsong Commander's terrifying. Okay, we've got Savannah Highmane though. Scar's gonna save us. They're coming with the big money. That value. That unstoppable value. This is where the playing against the mage is actually quite scary. In fact, again, mage is a really interesting one because Flame Strike, which is always a good card, is great if you clear their side of the board, then Flame Strike. Oh man, there's just too much stuff. I don't think we're going to survive this. Which is a sad time for us all. But, oh, they didn't trigger quite in time. But Savannah Highmane. There you go, lovely. That's gonna do it.
Well played.
I always like to let them finish it off. I'm a generous man. I don't know. Some people quit, and I guess that's fine. You know, it saves you doing all the clicking, but I like to let them do the damage. Maybe they've got a quest to do the damage. Okay, interesting, interesting. Now, how do we feel about that? I'm going to take Animal Companion out because I don't think that it does enough without the buff. Explosive Trap. 2 explosive traps. I'm still not sure about Kodo, to be honest. I almost want to take the Kodo out and put the scientist in, but then the scientist is a 2 mana, so we're going to get 1/1s out, but that might be okay with the deck we're running. Direwolf Alpha could be good. Again, it's going to run into the same issue of low stuff. But it's good with sticky stuff on the board. What do we take out? Stalag and Fugan, maybe. I'd almost take the multi-shot out. Still 2 cost minions. Okay, maybe we need to consider switching out for some 3 costs. Maybe we've got too many. Got to think about your mana curve some. Big Game Hunter might be worth putting in. I don't know how I feel on my Knife Juggler. It was okay. Obviously you're summoning a lot of minions. Same with Quick Shot, I think. To go Quick Shot, and then what else might be nice from here? The Flesh Eating Ghoul, maybe. Shattered Sun is still a really good card. Kind of the reason people stopped running Shattered Sun, I feel like, is because there wasn't reliable to have stuff out on the board. But I think now it conceivably is a little bit more reliable for that to happen. Lower Theb versus the Sludge Belcher. Sludge Belcher only summons one thing. It does also summon the slime. There you go, it's a little bit of a neater mana curve. Let's go with that. Okay, on to our next opponent.
Rexar versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, let the hunt begin.
We don't need Big Game Hunter in the early game. Stalag. Don't really need Explosive Trap if we've got Mad Scientist, I feel, because it will pull it out anyway. I think we only have the Explosive Traps in there.
Greetings, traveler.
Early stuff. Let's get things on board. Be aggressive. This deck's kind of designed to be aggressive, so let's do it, I guess. Yeah, fair enough. I've reduced the number of spells. I don't know how I feel about the spells, because I think I feel like there's decent value on the silence there. It's only a 2-cost minion, so it would only summon a Wisp or an target dummy. Ooh, the Wind Fury. Oh, come on, big money. Big money.
must cleanse the Sunwell.
Big money. Oh, that's what I wanted. Could have traded in the Wisp. But we're going to be aggressive here. Because that worked out so well last game. There we go. Thought they might make the trade.
My shield for Argon.
Push forward.
Oh, that's fantastic knife juggling. Man, this is how the deck should work. In the Dreamland. Play the Loatheb. Do do do. Probably not ideal for them, but see, and then the Loatheb stops them playing any big like lightning storms or anything. In fact, would it stop them? Yeah, it would stop them playing lightning storm. Nice. That's 9.
Into the breach.
Push forward.
I can count. Lovely. There we go. That's kind of how I'd like the deck to work. Nice and aggressive. Especially, I think you can kind of get away with that. There's so many slow decks being played that you can be really, really aggressive and get away with it. Even though you don't get the buffs of the piloted stuff, it almost doesn't matter because you're coming out so quickly out of the gate.
Hunt begin.
Man, Thorasand's so good, I almost want to hold on to it. But it's also one of the slowest cards in our deck.
Greetings.
Greetings, traveller. Okay, good.
Hello.
Bring out your dead.
Do we play Direwolf Alpha next? And then Harvest Golem? Then we've still got the coin for Savannah. Hmm. Da, 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 da. This guy dies next turn anyway. If it was old Undertaker that got buffed, I would play the Direwolf Alpha. But because it's not, I want something a bit more sticky on board than just a Direwolf Alpha. Although, you know, maybe they won't just ping. If they don't ping, we can play the Alpha next turn. It's slightly mana inefficient in a way, but that's fine. We're kind of forcing them into just pinging and pinging. Put this apple up your bum. Yep. Aha! Weren't expecting that, were you, Alexis? Arsenal striker, Alexis Sanchez. Bringing the big game. Do we play the aggression here? Or do we play the... Oh, hang on, we'd have a 4 attack and a 3 attack. Both of these would kill this.
I wonder.
And then we can... he would get 2 guys out of that. That's one we really want to silence, I feel like.
Your magic shall not save me.
Play it a little bit slower, a little bit more cautious. Just a tiny bit.
I see.
Do you? Do you see me? Fancy that. And Baron Riverdale would be okay here. But I don't think it would be incredible.
My shield for Argon.
So I'm just going to play onwards. We're already getting them down low. We've got Scar next turn. Scar when you're ahead is just majestic. That's a fantastic pull. The Shield Bearer is one of the nicest things I think that can drop, because it really does just bother them. Scar.
Challenge accepted. To the breach.
And then Scar next turn as well if needs be. Oh, the Blizzard. Why you gotta be like this? Okay. Gotta bear Flame Strike in mind. I'm bearing it in mind. I'm still gonna play Scar for the value. I think another Blizzard here would be worse than a Flame Strike. Oh, the Enhancer Meccano. Not quite as good when it doesn't buff anyone, as it turns out. There we go. GG. Well played, Alexis. Okay, this Hunter deck turning out alright so far. Look at that, we're so close to playing. We'll play one more minion that costs 5 or more, and there's a couple in this deck. There's Thorisan, there's the 2 hyenas. I think I might have left Fugan and Stalag in there, but I haven't seen them for a while, so I'm not even sure about that. But
Rexar versus Malfurion.
Bat Demon. The Bat Demon. There we go. There's our answer. Stalag still in the deck. Again, I'm going to take Explosive Trap away because we've got Mad Scientist. It's a pretty nice setup. I'd love to draw a 2-drop here
Traveler.
so that I can play something turn 1. That'll probably do. Be aggressive. Problem with the Druid is he can proc the Explosive Trap basically for free. Okay, this Druid's gonna play the slightly slower towards the end game. Yeah, the Undertaker's fine later. It's okay. What has this guy got in his eyes? It's just like a little bauble. Man, playing real slow. Okay. So this is going to be a wisp, yeah? Oh, the target dummy, okay. That's alright, actually. I don't mind the target dummy here.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Let's make it useful. Fools! They called me mad!
Take heart.
What do you think of that, Bat Demon? Okay, you're going to play Cairn. Okay. That's a scary card. Not going to lie.
Your magic shall not save you.
Push forward.
We're going to be aggressive. Hunter kind of doesn't have that full buff, really, that doesn't have like a savage, raw, bloodthirst equivalent, which is probably for the best given how rushed down Hunter can be already. You know, so Unleash the Hounds used to do that. It used to be all your beasts get +1 attack and charge. And that was where they used to one-turn kill people, and it was all horrible, and we've used up a Force of Nature, which is good. Another target dummy. 100. Is our Explosive Trap. Yummy, yummy Explosive Trap in my tummy. Undertaker, Shredder, trade in the guy.
Bring out your dead.
Trading the guy because we know we get a guy out of it. Oh, interesting. The Steam Wheedle Sniper. That's a real good one to get. I've never seen this. I don't think I've ever seen this animation before. I've never seen people running Steam Wheedle Sniper. I think it's a really cool card. The problem is, you know, how long is it going to stay on the board? It's a 2/3. It doesn't stay on the board that long. There you go. It's gone already. Like that. Quick as a flash. Every time I click my finger, someone puts Steam Wheedle Sniper in their deck and then says, "No, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Too much of a risk." The Harvest Golems just rushing down. This person has got the Fireside Gathering thing, which means they played Hearthstone with people locally, or you know, they used some kind of LAN software to LAN up with people. Love a silence here. Would love a silence here. Okay, 5, 6, 7. No, I can't add up. A 5, 8, 10. That would do it. It's not ideal, but it would do it. So I guess we're gonna go with that. Ooh, the recombobulator. Fill up our board. I had to be cautious there. If I'd played Fugan, I wouldn't have been able to get stuff out on the board. I would have had too much stuff. Would it have been worth losing the damage golem? Maybe, but you get the value that you can. I think that's the right thing to do. Still got Fugan in our hand for next time. Dr. Boom, it's not going to save you, son, but well, actually, I didn't consider the Explosive Sheep. That's a terrible card for to come up. I hadn't even thought about that. Scary. That is kind of scary. Not going to attack? No. We've got the clock. Hopefully this druid isn't going to heal too much. Man, that Explosive Sheep was a disappointing pull. I didn't even, it was so far over here on the left. It's just hanging out over here being sneaky. I didn't even notice it. And it almost ruined our day, to be honest. You have to kill that. You don't have a choice. Because if you have to trade Dr. Boom into it. Because if you're going to hit it with your face, or you're dead. You hit it. If you don't kill it, then it hits your face and you're dead. Tough times, Bat Demon. Okay. Okay. I'm interested. I want to know. I think they'll trade the Dr. Boom in. I don't know what's in their hand. Maybe they've got a Starfire and they're just not. Okay. No, fine. Okay.
Put this apple on your head.
You to master.
Didn't quite get the RNG. But they have to kill us this turn. Or we just shoot them in the face. Because they can only gain 1 armor, theoretically. There's a chance there's like a heal bot here. That would be less than ideal, if I'm honest. But I think we could still deal with it.
I wonder.
It's interesting here. I think that's probably the thing to trade into. But hey, if you traded into Fugan and got the hyena, that would be scary. Oh, so close. So close to the big kill knife juggler. Man, Screwjack Clunker. Not a card you see too often. I guess Mech Warrior can be a thing. It's been fun, Bat Demon. I would have maybe done that first, you know. Healing touch. Well played. That hunter reach. Unstoppable. Quite literally unstoppable. Short of like ice block, I guess. It's going again. This deck 3 for 3, so the 3 for 3. Definitely our most successful deck so far. Maybe we lost one at the start. I can't remember. There might have been one at the start that didn't go away. But I've put it's half an hour ago. I've put it out of my mind if we did. We certainly won 3 games with Rexar, which is better than the other 2 episodes combined. So going first is okay. Would love a 2-drop. That's not a 2-drop. Would love to draw a 2-drop.
Greetings, traveler.
I don't super love playing the Undertaker on an empty board, but I will. Just because if we do get a 2-drop, it will be so powerful. Even with no 2-drop, it's okay. Still got the coin in their hand. Here it comes with a... Okay, spider tank. Interesting. That is a good pickup. If we play this, we get 3 attack, 3 health. That's alright. I don't think it's incredible, but it's alright. But it's not quite enough to make me make the trade. Being aggro here in this game I think is really good because it's so hard to control the board when everything you do is going to...
My shield for Argon.
It's so hard to control the board when everything you kill spawns a minion. So actually I think being aggro is almost the best thing you can get. There's the Baron Rivendare. This is where Baron Rivendare really comes into play here. That's spectacular. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's certainly spectacular to watch. Okay. We've got options here. We could play the Defender of Argus. Knife Juggler. I kind of like the Knife Juggler. There's nothing with Deathrattle except Baron Rivendare, so...
Put this apple on your head.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
The breach.
Payback time.
Start cleaning up. We've got lots of Deathrattle minions out. They haven't. Verdelus. I wonder where that's from. I know German, you tend to only use an umlaut once in a word. It's not entirely always the case, but most words don't contain 2 umlauts. I wonder if there's a specific region this is from. Arcane Golem's an interesting one. I wonder what the logic is there. Ooh. Cheeky Undertaker. Got to be cautious now because Baron Rivendare is still dangerous, but not entirely sure we can do anything about that. Shattered Sun, Defender of Argus.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
My shield for Argon. Into the breach.
Yeah, we can't kill.
Well played.
We can't kill Rivendare here, so. Oh, that's the aggro enemy. Healing touch. Actually, this is kind of interesting because obviously they're designed to go in. Arcane Golem maybe less so, but it's designed to charge in and kill something and die. Let's see, look at this. It's dropping one cost minions. It's not really
Well played.
the most threatening thing on this side of
Into the breach.
Scars here. There's the risk is Savage Roar, as it always is with Druid. Savage Roar I don't think kills us now, but it would be close. A lot of one attack minions. It's kind of the problem with Baron Rivendare really, is he's so weak to attack. Ooh, the Void Walker's a nice drop for us. Especially against this board. A real nice drop. Is he just going to trade his 1-cost minions into it? I don't know about that. Okay. Definitely a big silence for them. Ooh, the Fugan and Stalag. I like it. The Wombo combo.
Into the breach.
Let's pop that.
Job done.
Scary stuff. This is all lots of little weenie guys on their side of the board. Veer de Lewis's weenie army. Ooh, double Yeti. That's a little bit spooky. I'm not gonna lie. Going face, eh? That's quite scary because it implies Savage Roar. Man, if we could get this to proc, that would be so nice. Okay, well we kill this guy, he's going to trigger twice. Delightful.
For master.
I'm not actually going to play Rivendare on this board. We could die to Savage Roar here, which is why I was worried about them going face. Because that's 12 damage plus what's on the board, that would easily kill us. It's scary. Every time the card comes out. Or is it Savage Roar? Please don't be Savage Roar. Don't do this to me. I think we might rip in peace here. Sadly. Because I don't think we can kill enough stuff. Thorisan on the empty board. Do do do.
Attention, class.
Oh god. Oh god. The June Mall Shaman.
Well played.
Well played. It's all over. Good game, Vardalos. You held out there. That was good. Good stuff on your part. We didn't have the best start for as aggressive as this deck wants to be. But overall, good games today. Definitely. Like the Masked Ball a lot. Give it a try yourself if you haven't. Again, I'm going to say Silence, very big. You know, stuff like Iron Beak Owl, definitely the Spellbreaker is good value because you get a 2-drop out of it. Stuff like Piloted Shredder, Harvest Golem that's already dropping things with Deathrattle is very good. Baron Rivendare has potential. Obviously you want to play him on the turn you're trading stuff in, the same way you would with Cult Leader or something like that. Undertaker I like a lot because every minion counts. Remember that if a minion isn't played from your hand, or if it transforms, then the battle cry effect is lost. So Animal Companion, because you play a spell and then a minion appears on the board, it's not played directly from your hands technically, so it doesn't get the Deathrattle piloting effect. Similarly, Druid of the Claw, Druid of the Fang, because they transform into a different minion after they're played, they don't get the Deathrattle effect. Bear that in mind. Emperor Thorisan is always incredible. Savannah Highmane is always incredible. Play Undertaker, play Silence. play lots of 3-4 cost minions. I think maybe be a little bit more aggressive if you can, simply because a lot of decks would be being slower, because there is kind of, especially the first time you go, and we did the same thing, you say, hey, the 1 drops, 2 drops aren't going to get us good things. You know, we want 3 drops and up to get semi-decent minions. The nice thing about the 2 drops is they're going to give you consistency. You're going to get Wisp or you're going to get Target Dummy. Both of them are okay. You know, they do what they do. So you kind of know, whereas, hey, if you're playing a 4-drop, maybe you'll get Doomsayer and it will mess everything up. Or maybe you'll get Doomsayer and it will save you. So, you know, bear that in mind. Stuff that's already death rattling is obviously good. Big Game Hunter is nice because there is a tendency for people to play lovely big creatures, especially if they're playing a Ramp Druid, something a bit slower. Again, stuff like Ramp Druid is nice because that turn 2 where you might not want to play a 2-cost minion, you've got other things you can be doing. You can be playing Wild Growth and so on. You can innovate up to the higher cards early on. And that's the Masked Ball. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, be sure to bop that like button, subscribe to the channel for more Hearthstone, Tavern Brawl each week, arena runs, there'll be other gameplays, just finishing up Batman Arkham Knight at the moment, and Grow Home as well, and we'll have more games coming soon. And there'll be other videos on the channel too, so keep an eye out for those. I've been Ken, thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Cheers!